Good morning, everybody. Dustin here, back with another video. For those of you who don't know, my tagger name is HyperGT. My name's Dustin. Again, on this channel, we talk about this thing called life and everything that goes into it. So without further ado, folks, let's get into it. A lot of things happening in political news right now. I just wanted to dive deep on that topic today. Give you all an update on what's going on in the world. So, for those of you who don't know, as of late, there's been some tension in the government aspect and the budget of the government. As a nation, we've been trying to make cuts to government spending and figure out where the waste is going, where our hard-earned taxpayer dollars are going. Federal income tax, folks. That is something that, as a nation, we are trying to get rid of, if not deplete. So, in doing so, we've seen in recent news a lot of hype around Doge and Elon Musk and Trump pushing. Granted, they have congressional approval. If they do in the future, pushing these $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 stimulus checks to every American. These stimulus checks would come out of any Doge profit and go into the pockets of the American people. They would not be sucked out of our paychecks, but instead come out of that federal surplus and go into the pockets of the American people, if I'm understanding this right. What do you guys think about this? What do you think that the direction of everything federal, what do you think the direction of everything federal is where do you think that's headed? Where do you think our spending is really going to be going in the future? As far as the government goes, as far as, where do you think the government's going to be in the next few months? Who knows? It's up in the air. My question is out to you all. Anything's possible at this point. So this has been the main focus of what's been happening. Now, apparently a lot of these government employees have been collecting paychecks. A lot of them have not been cut off from their, despite losing their employment through this government employment, they have not had their funds cut off as far as, their pay. So essentially, a lot of these employees, apparently they're saying, were being paid money without working, or being paid money past their employment termination date. So very interesting stuff happening here. It gets juicy, guys. It gets interesting when we really dig up and find out, where all this money has been being spent. So that is one big aspect of what is going on right now. There's both sides are getting flack right now, but mostly the left. And we really have to sit down and ask ourselves, where can we cut corners in government spending, and how can we help the American people in times of struggle and tough times? That is the side that I am on, and I hope you all are there with me. Each and every one of you has your own opinion, and it is respected and appreciated. We are a complete open book of no judgment here on this channel, but it's just my job to bring you all the news and what I'm hearing. Yeah, so that's one aspect of this spending. The other aspect of this spending that we need to get into is, and it's quite simple. I mean, it goes into this thing we call inflation and everything that goes into that. Now, Donald Trump is trying to get the nation under wraps as far as spending goes, okay? And he's really trying to help out the American people and incentivize people to, if they have money and they have cash and they're coming in legally and they have financial wealth, come into this country via a gold card, or incentivize them in such way to target their business strategies and engulf their business experience and thread it into the American way and do it the American way. Um, businesses is important, guys. I know Trump is a businessman. That's something that he really values. But he has said in the past few days, he has said in his own words that business, the business world that he has been a part of, and the business world in general, is, compared to what the nation is going through right now, compared to his job as president, compared to his administration, the business side has always been much smaller fish to fry than the presidency and the Republican Party, and dealing with the current administration and their duty in getting the world back to where it needs to be. His responsibilities on his shoulders, politically speaking, in politics. He has said that once you get in politics, you can't go back to business, really. That was coming from Trump. It was one of the things he had mentioned. So just bigger things going on in the world right now than business. But he wants to promote business as much as he can, and in that process of healing a nation. Okay. So also, in other news, a big part of this inflation, okay, and I have to bring it up, is the war in Ukraine. The war in Ukraine is something that we are trying to stop, because it just really isn't having a good effect on the economy right now. War in general just makes the cost of everything jack up, and we're trying to work with our allies in Ukraine. We're trying to make something happen, but they're fighting a battle that they can't win, and it's a losing battle at this point. They don't have the time, money, resources to really bring down Russia, and win this war. They don't have it. It's a army of ants versus Goliath. It's just not going to happen at this point. So that's what we're dealing with. And Zelensky had gone into the White House and disrespected Trump, and the 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 help that he was trying to give Ukraine. He had clearly and blatantly disrespected him by coming in there when he was supposed to be signing this deal. They had a deal built up, and they did not come to an agreement because essentially Zelensky ended up saying, look, we want to keep friends with you all in the United States. We want to be on good terms with you guys, but we just want you guys to keep writing us checks, endless checks for this war in Ukraine that we're not going to win. Instead of ending it, Zelensky wanted to have this I'm the big boy mindset. He really wanted to really make this a struggle for Trump and say, I don't want to end the war, basically, essentially, and I want to keep fighting this war because it's our war. You will see it come to your waters, come to your doorstep. You will feel such feelings. And Trump turns around and says, no, you cannot tell us what to feel. You cannot tell us what we feel as a nation. It doesn't work that way. So Trump put the foot down and said, this is not acceptable. You cannot come into the White House and talk to us this way. So there wasn't a deal. Zelensky ended up flying out there for nothing, wasting Trump's time. And that's it. That's what happened. So basically, there's no deal on the table right now. Zelensky came begging back, oh, please, please, please. Trump wasn't having it. He's like, nope. Should have made a deal when we talked initially. So that doesn't help the economy. The fact that we're dealing with this Ukraine-Russia war right now really puts us in a tough spot. And Trump has made it clear we're always going to do what's better for America, for the economy, and keep that our priority. So this is the latest update. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I wanted to give you kind of the runaround on the walk around, I should say, on what's going on in politics right now. What's going on with our current administration and their hopes, their steps forward, and the struggles and the battles that they're dealing with that don't make it easy for them to do their job. Disruptions, ridiculous, outlandish people, places, things, countries getting in the way of that progress that we need to be making as a nation in the US. So, hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Dustin, signing off here. I wanted to make another vid just to keep on track and updated with you guys of what's happening. I hope you enjoy the content. I hope the car shoots are cool. I hope to get out there again with my camera mount, and be able to make some different, more scenic videos. But this is how I work. I'm always on the go. This works for me best, making videos in the car. Love you guys so much. Have a great one. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.